gonna happen. The stock is not gonna keep going higher. We're gonna pull back. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Well, if this is your first time, you're welcome to this channel. If you have any questions or concern whatsoever, email me at tradingsuccessshow@gmail.com. You can also follow me on FINVIZ, TalkTweet, and on Twitter as well. So, well, what I'll be talking about today is going to be low floats, because what we've been seeing so far is low floats. So low float has been pushing higher and higher and higher. Okay, this CAROV, I talked about CAROV weeks ago, and I said, you know, keep an eye on CAROV, and I also told a friend about that. And you know, look at what happened today. Almost, you know, say what we get, like close to about $40 per share on CAROV. We got pretty much close, which is about 38.87. Okay, well, this is not a recommendation to buy or to sell. It's just for entertainment purposes. And with that being said, let's get into the nitty-gritty of today. And today is gonna be short interest shares. That is what we're gonna be dealing with today. Okay, right now this is our FINVIZ. Okay, when you open up the site FINVIZ, you're going to see a section called screener, right? So you click on that. For me, I like to click on all so that I can see all the search criteria, all the filters, right? Now I'm looking for stocks that are actually low in float, so under 50 million is also good. And I'm also looking for short float, or the float short above 25%. So we have 25%, meaning, you know, the shares of the float is short 25% of them. So what I have going on, you can put gap up, or you can put change to up, or whatever you want, but I really want to see the chart, and I want to see if they are actually basing. This is pretty much the criteria. If you want to go ahead and put volume, it's up to you as well to put over 200 on, and also current volume over 200. So it gives you an indication that, you know, they are actually buying the stock, right? But in this case, I just want to see what's going on and which one really looks good for a swing, right? Now I go to the snap, click on the snap, and it will give me a snapshot of, you know, what we have in terms of market cap, PE ratio, and all those stuff, and the news, including the chart. So pretty much 3 sections, right? So right now we have AGC. This is the first one. Come to think about this stock for a minute, right? This stock, every time we pull to this level, we bounce up. Now guess what is going to happen here? I'm expecting a bounce on this particular stock. Okay, since we've been bouncing off this level, I'm expecting a bounce off that level. So this, I will put this on my list, right? Now we go to the next one. Any this one, ANY. This one, you have people on Twitter talking about this one, but it is really setting up good, and I like the pattern, because look at how this area held. Okay, this uptrend really held, right? And now we're breaking this downtrend, right? So now if we can pull through this 350 spot, $3.50, I think we'll be able to test you know, $4.55 on ANY. The next one is gonna be BCell. Okay, this one is also a good one. It's a low float stock, and it is holding this level. Okay, so for me, this is like a round shape, right? A U shape, or coiling, what we call coiling. So I need this to coil up. That is what I needed to do. Okay, if we pull back down, we'll pull back to test the $8 spot. If that $8 cannot hold, then, you know, you can use your Fibonacci to pick up the next level. But overall, I like BCEL. Okay, BEEM, this one also. Right now we actually made a green candle, but we're failing this 50 SMA. So also keep an eye on this one. I do like the fact that it's a solar company, and once they start initiating all this green renewable energy kind of deal, I think this one can push. But for me, this will be like a long-term hold, right? Blink charging, the same thing on this one. So the beauty of this is we're pulling towards the 200 moving average. This is the area you want to look for a bounce on BLNK. BMTX, this one we are failing. We actually reclaim the 200 moving average. Okay, right now, not that we reclaim it, we're working towards reclaiming the 200 moving average. We just confirm reclaiming the 50 moving average on BMTX. So keep an eye on this one as well. This one, the move is already been made, so I wouldn't worry about CAV, right? CVM, keep an eye on this one. There was a push down on this name. Okay, so no matter what the news is, for me, I will be looking at, you know, for it to base around this area for $11 visit. That is what I will be looking for on CVM. This is more like a long hold, like a couple of weeks, and you know, this is more of taking few share size, not a huge amount of share size, right? Short float is about 25%. Okay, which is also our criteria. If you look at this area, the Rector is also buying. You know, they bought yesterday, so you know, so it's an indication of bullish sentiment on this stock. This one right now, DFH, this one is failing this trend, but keep an eye and see if we can consolidate around this area. DMTK, this one, what I'm looking for right now is to reclaim the 200 moving average. If we can reclaim the 200 moving average, you know, I'm good for it, which is around that $35 spot. But you know how low floats can really push up, right? So the next one is going to be EH. EH is EHAG Holdings. Right now we, you know, pull to the 250 moving average, so I'm expecting a bounce around this area. If we cannot hold this area, then I'm looking for $25 on this, but I believe we can hold this area and then continue pushing higher. This is a Chinese stock, so it's up to you to pick if you want to, but for me, I'm not a Chinese stock fan, right, because of the whole restrictions and all that going on in China. Also, you have buying, that was in May. So, FIZZ, this is a national beverage cup. Okay, when this stock was around this area within this November, between November and January, and it started pushing higher, I was looking at this and say, hey, why didn't I get in before this huge move? Now we have an opportunity to pick up some few shares here as well, so I'll be looking to pick up some on Friday, since they are working on the short floats and high float stocks, right? So pretty much we are going to hold this area. That is going to be the idea, and though we are below 200 moving average, but it's for a long term, and I'm buying to hold for a long time, just in case there is you know, momentum keep pushing on this one. The market cap is 427 billion, which is also, in my opinion, a good company in that sense. Next one is going to be FLGT. This one also, keep an eye on this one. We are really basing around this area. Don't forget about what I said in the previous video. Every time we break out a level, we pull back to retest it. Let's take, for example, this is our level, right? and the stock is, you know, all of a sudden, guess what is gonna happen? The stock is not gonna keep going higher. We're gonna pull back, test this area, then, you know, start going our way again. If this spot cannot hold, guess what is gonna happen? It's gonna break. Okay, so I'm expecting this area to hold, okay, with my support right around this spot right here. So that's where I'm willing to go in the sense. So keep an eye on FLGT. The next one is FUV. Also keep an eye. I've actually played this one. See what happened. We did push higher after breaking this level. Guess what? We push higher, pull back, we couldn't hold, then we pull back down to the next support, which is our 50 moving average. So overall, just keep an eye on this one as well. INVZ, this one also, we're bottoming right here. We're just forming this base. So the bigger the base, the bigger the move. This is an Israeli stock, but keep an eye on this one if we can push towards, you know, the $12. IVC, also the same thing. We are consolidating around here, so keep an eye on this one, guys. We have one last. Let's get these two. OTROK, this one also, I do like the fact that we have this range here. I think I talked about it on the other video. Okay, we have this range right here, so we will be able to push higher on this one, because the bigger the range, the bigger the move, right? So keep an eye on OTROK. And the last one here is PUBM. PUBM, look at what's happening. We have this trend coming down, and we are failing the 20. We already failed the 50 moving average. Now we're failing the 20 moving average on this trade. What I'm looking for is for price to, you know, consolidate around the between the $35 and $30 spot, and then we'll continue to push higher. But you know, on Monday or on Friday or on Monday, I think we'll push higher on PUBM. Guys, what is gonna happen is I'm gonna leave this scanner in the description below, so you can check it out and check the rest stocks that are on it. Okay, pretty much that is it, guys. That is what I have for you guys today, and keep an eye on these stocks. I think they are setting up really good. You know, you don't have to get in all the stocks. You know, you don't need millions of dollars. You can get in 10 shares, you know, 50 shares, 100 shares, 1,000 shares, or whatever you can afford, you know, to use to buy these stocks. Okay, it's not a recommendation, it's just what I'm looking for. You know, as soon as the market just keep pushing and pushing and pushing higher, I think we should be good. So right now the market is bouncing off this area of support, so I'm expecting SPY to push towards the 435 area, you know, because right now we have huge amount of volume. This volume is greater than the previous, so you know, I'm expecting, you know, SPY, which is the market S&P 500, to push towards the $435 spot, right? So keep an eye on this market, and keep an eye on your stocks. Manage your stocks. If you're trading options, manage those options as well. Guys, have you guys a fantastic evening, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Have a fantastic evening, guys. Peace and love. Bye bye.